Nino Cutraro, a local entrepreneur, has really revolutionized the American nightclub scene right here in Metro Detroit and pretty much all across the country.
His new book, Taboo, reveals the inside story of how he curated some of the most popular clubs in the country and how it attracted some of the biggest names in Hollywood.
And Nino joins us now alongside author R.J. King. We're so glad to have you both here with us this morning. Tell us a little bit about the background, your background, for folks who don't know.
Well, I've been in the city since 1975. I was a part of the first nightclub in 78, 79, called La Notte on Grossbeck and 15 Mile. And then from there I moved to Detroit, and I think I opened the first nightclub ever in the city. It's still an iconic club called Taboo, where we had incredible talent coming in. We had the show with Aretha Franklin, James Brown, and Cinemax, Robert Palmer. And then we moved to the Metro Music Cafe in Royal Oak, where, tried to imitate it with, like the Hard Rock Cafe. And I created the so-called Michigan Hall of Fame. So we had all this musician come in and be in the tea, and we put their hands on cement like the Chinese theater, put a star on, and I've been so many rock stars come through there, and then we moved towards the restaurant scene. I opened Intermezzo in one of the best restaurants at that time in the city, in Hamani Park, and then I opened Bella Piatti. We still have Bella Piatti in Birmingham, right across from the Townsend, and Mare, who is also in Birmingham. So.
Nino, you've brought so much to the city. RJ, I'm curious, how do you approach writing a book when you have such a character like Nino involved?
Well, Nino is unusual in that he was right in the middle of the entertainment industry, and Taboo was really like the Studio 54 of Detroit. And when he started to describe all the stars that came through all of his nightclubs and restaurants, then it became very interesting. And I had been to Intermezzo, one of the iconic moments there. I wasn't there, but Stevie Wonder and Prince playing together on stage with a mock makeshift band, and they had to put paper over the windows, and it's just scene after scene after scene of David Bowie and Iggy Pop and INXS and Kiss, and on it went. And then the whole movie stars that came to Bella Piatti, because that's located across the street from the Townsend in downtown Birmingham. So Mark Wahlberg, Michael Bay, Stephen Tucci. So it's just this run of amazing stars, and Detroit's a big entertainment town. And these entertainers know they got to be on their best game because we appreciate music and entertainment, and I think some of that comes from just the assembly line nature of Detroit and that rhythm that I think we captured nicely in the book.
Yeah, and I feel like you can't help but think of Studio 54 when you kind of hear about some of these memories. I'm sure there are so many over the years, but what stands out in your mind as far as some of the most special memories?
I mean, the show, the Cinemax did a Taboo with Aretha Franklin, Joe Cocker,
James Brown.
Wilson Pickett, James Brown. That was probably one of the best moment, other than the burn of my kids and my life. So.
Very nice. I like how you prioritize
Yeah,
that.
well, I prioritize. No, you see, Aretha and James Brown, and Riverson. I remember I said something, I don't know, I said some words, and, he looked at me like, I said, how can you say that? I go, okay, sorry, I'm leaving the room. And I spent the night with Joe Cocker drinking. I mean, he used to drink CCM water and a pitcher of, so it's...
Ooh, thirsty.
Yeah.
Thirsty, yeah,
He was a thirsty man.
Yeah, so there have been so many moments. Same thing with, we had the regular release party where we keep up at Metro Music Cafe, and was private. And then David Bowie showed up, and I asked him, you have an invitation? And the guy said, it's David Boyd. Oh, okay.
right in.
Yeah, and RJ, you really take readers on a journey. I can't imagine what it must be like to compile these photographs, the stories, the memories over such a long span.
Yeah, in this instance, the writing came first, and then Jim Van Fletteren, the book designer, just did an amazing job, and thankfully, Nino was able to keep so many of those iconic photos that you'll see in the book. Again, you know, just Detroit being this magnet for entertainment really helps us, and you know, even to this day, you know, these shows all sell out, you know, whether it's Little Caesars Arena or Pine Knob, or you know, it's not like that in every other city.
Nino, tell us, you have a book signing coming up, and also where the proceeds of the book are going.
Yes, the book signing is be next Wednesday at Mare, my restaurant, and that'll be from 4 to 8. The proceeds will be 110% donated to Variety, who my wife, she's on the board, and the other one will be to the library of my own town, because I was there last summer. And just they don't have money to buy books, so you know I wanna donate that.
And give back.
Yeah, what a great way to give back.
To give back. Yes.
All right, thank you both so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Can't wait to read it. It looks like it's going to be a very interesting read.